of our truck drivers, please wave. Big waves if you're a truck driver. Donnie, I saw you, one of our great trainers, and gosh, there's lots of you guys running around the house today, so please make them feel welcome. Let's kick off a big milestone. Mary West, 15 years. Next we have Katrina Camardi, 13 years. Someone let her off today, so congratulate her. She probably did it on purpose. Next we have Carmen Carrier, 11 years. Come on down, Mary Gosnell, 10 years. Next we have Elisa Thompson, 8 years. Let's celebrate Sister Cindy Buchanan, 7 years. Next we have Ali Bustamante, 5 years. Come on down, Brian Williams, 4 years.
Congratulations, Brian. Good work. Yep.
Next we have Don Warren, 4 years.
Don, congratulations. Sure. Yeah. Good work. You get this. Oh.
Carly Shook, 3 years.
Not Carly. That's cute. Congratulations. Good work.
Next we have Phyllis Collier, 3 years. Abby Lichtai, 2 years. Stephen Daly, 2 years. Ty Rainey, 2 years.
Congratulations, buddy.
Anthony Connors, 2 years. He is out today. Next we have John Jackson, 2 years.
John, congratulations. Good work. See, yeah, you get that. Yep, that goes to your board out there.
Carolyn Orr, 1 year. Christina Purdy, 1 year. Jeremy Dozier, 1 year. Our very own Kennedy Ruley, 1 year. Rebecca Hewitt, 1 year. Oh, she's over there. So now we get to celebrate the outside terminal. So please hold your applause, but please make sure you give a big shout out to the folks we're celebrating. Following, starting with Armando Miosa, 27 years. Manny Hernandez, 7 years. Norma Herrera, 7 years. Jose Roca, 7 years. Jaime Pantoya, 6 years.
Good work. Can't touch it.
Matt Kablitz, 4 years. Jorge Perez, 1 year. Rodrigo Pineda, 1 year. Woo! Now we're on the birthdays. So I would like to give a special shout out to Tyrone. His birthday is today. And in honor of Claire being in the house, we're going to celebrate Bob Peterson. I think he's coughing up a lung around the corner, where he's hiding. I think he knew this was coming. So let's do a big, healthy rendition of Happy Birthday for Bob Peterson. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Bob. Happy birthday to you. I'd like to celebrate our new hires. We've got Brittany Bates and Jared in the house up there. Wave. And then we have our Melton Truck Lines hires. We've got Ruby Lee, Mike, Josh, Rory, and Jennifer. Please wave. Jennifer, do you want to tell us a little bit about yourself? We have a wellness update. Come on down.
So I only have 2 slides, so we'll get to the good stuff in a second. So I have a new challenge that I just put out on the fitness app. So if you have the fitness app, sign up for that. It's pretty easy to do. It's 12,000, burn 12,000 calories during the month of June, July. If you don't have the fitness app, download it, just search Melton Fitness. You can also do all the logging on a PC as well. I sent the link out this morning. So if you have trouble getting on there, let me know and I'll get you hooked up. The next slide, something you'll hear about all the way through August. Eye care, the eye care screening we had here last Friday, we had about 40 folks go through that. We expect those numbers to go up as we get closer and closer to the deadline, which is August 31st. So the next screening that will be here on site will be June 29th. So we'll have another team come out June 29th. That site will be live here pretty soon where you can jump on there and start scheduling those. In the meantime, though, if you want to get it done now, schedule a time in the clinic and just call over and say you want to schedule a PHA, and they'll get you scheduled. It takes about 15 minutes, and you can have that knocked out. Spouses as well, so if your spouse is on the benefit plan, they're going to be on benefit plan next year, they need to get the screening done as well to save some money on those premiums next year. So, thanks.
Now, all of you guys have been waiting for the big award. We've got several people to celebrate. And so every year, just as we recognize our drivers, we celebrate office employees who distinguish themselves and uphold our 12 traditions. This is our 22nd year to award the Employee of the Year. It is such an honor, and when I name the previous Employees of the Year here today, you'll agree that it sets the standard for performance. I would like for all of the present, previous Employees of the Year to raise your hand. I won't have you come up, and please hold your applause until I get done. I'd like to give a shout out to Jennifer Moore, Renita Alcaraz, Cindy Peterson, Richard Merrick, Leslie Vincent, Randy Shaver, Mario Villanueva, Marilyn Server, Kendra Lamb, Roberto Torres, and Stacy Schroeder. I love it that Melton and Conexus recognizes outstanding employees for their amazing work they do. Reading the nominations myself reminded me of all the great things happening every day. The 25 President's Club nominations this year demonstrate our culture of celebrating good performance and each other's successes. Out of each department, one person was selected to be the President's Club Award winner. Then, our Employee of the Year was selected from this group. We ask that when each name and nomination is read, The department winners wave and come forward at the conclusion of the program to get your cash prize and your custom plaque and pose for photos. Now let's celebrate the following President's Club winners. Start out with Jennifer Wakefield. Jennifer's been with Melton for 3 years. She's responsible for coordinating customer contracts, proposals, billing issues, and works with operations to follow through on our customers' behalf. Jennifer always communicates professionally and timely with our customers and is a real problem solver. Her colleagues say that they don't know how she finds time to do it all and always completes tasks with professionalism and good spirits. Let's give Jennifer a round of applause. Next we have Vanessa Severa. Vanessa's been with Melton for 4 years. She consistently goes above and beyond assigned work duties. She lives the 12 traditions and can cover all Laredo terminal positions when needed. She always is the first to volunteer for extracurricular activities we have and always keeps the office in a good mood. She's helped organize our southbound department to work more efficiently and is an important member of the Laredo team. We're happy to celebrate her with the President's Club Award for the terminals. Next we have Anais Castillo. Anais has been with Melton for 2 years. As the Mexican carrier manager, Anais is critical to the success of Conexus. Anais goes above and beyond her responsibility, and her focus is to serve both her internal and external customers, and always with a smile. Anais plays a big role in training our new people. She's a tremendous asset to Conexus and deserves this recognition. Next we have Jessie Richardson. Jessie's been with Melton for almost 6 years with Melton Truck Lines. After serving in the Air Force for 6 years, Jessie joined Melton in the outside repair team, taking care of our drivers' road maintenance needs. In 2015, he was promoted to an accounting associate, and now we're proud of his recent promotion to accountant. Jessie has excelled in his job and continues to take on more and more responsibility. He's dedicated and always willing to help others with their work. He's shown the ability to lead the finance department in emergency drills and is a valuable Melton mentor. He's a great representation of our culture, and we're proud to recognize him. Now let me tell you about Brandy. Brandy Largent has been with Melton for 10 years. Brandy's the glue that holds this company together overnight. She's a valuable team member that stops at nothing to get the job done in servicing our customers and drivers' needs as they arise after hours. She always arrives with a cheerful smile and proudly states, "I'm home!" She treats everyone with respect and strongly believes that Melton is her family too. She thoroughly understands her role and is always here to take care of business. This role requires her to be here 12 long hours, with the majority of that being by herself. Brandy embodies all 12 traditions and takes on leadership roles within her department. We all sleep better at night knowing that Brandy's at the helm. Now we have Matt Kennedy. Let me tell you about him. I'm just kidding. He just celebrated 5 years. He joined Melton as an intern in May of 2013 and then joined us full-time just a few short months later. He became the go-to for social media, photography, and video. He worked with all departments to deliver a consistent message. Matt was promoted to Employee Services Coordinator in August of 2015. Since then, he's become the go-to guy for pretty much everyone else. He works on hiring, training, company events, and covers for driver relations and social media. There's no job too big or too small for Matt. In his current role, Matt goes above and beyond to hire and train the best staff in the state. Matt also coordinates our extracurricular activities, our softball league, fantasy football, the great raft race, and is on the board of the reading partners. Matt and what he does for this company is a huge reason people want to work here and why we continuously win awards for like the best companies to work for. Last but certainly not the least, let me introduce you to Anatoly. Anatoly's been with Melton 20 years. He's a very hard worker, extremely dependable, and very knowledgeable about all the aspects of our trucks and trailers. And Anatoly is a mentor for other shop hands when they need advice, help in understanding and repairing newer equipment. Anatoly is a very quiet person. He normally won't start a conversation, but might talk your ear off if you get to know him a little bit. Little known fact about Anatoly is he's an accomplished artist and a heck of a technician. All drivers like him because he does a good job, and a good job every time, and rarely there's a mechanical problem that he can't fix. We can't say enough good things about Anatoly. He just comes to work, does a good job, and is a solid team member. If a driver needs something after hours, he'll always stay to get it done. We're lucky to have Anatoly on our team. Now, to the Employee of the Year. The Employee of the Year receives a custom plaque and $1,000 in cash and joins the ranks of a lot of notable Melton Employees of the Year. So, and our Employee of the Year is, drum roll.
But from a personal note, I've known Anatoly for going on 17 years now, since I started with the company. And I have to say he's one of the most loyal and hardworking guys I've ever run across. Like Angie said, he just comes to work, does a fantastic job. I've always appreciated his quiet leadership on the floor, helping the other technicians with needed, and just doing the job that needs to be done. You know, many of you know that there's a truck driver shortage out, but I don't think very many of you know that there's a huge technician shortage going on in this country right now. So to find skilled mechanics such as Anatoly and then retain them is sometimes a very difficult challenge. So I have to just personally thank him for his loyalty and his friendship. So congratulations, Anatoly. Thank you, sir. Like Angie said, a very quiet guy. So, Bob, you want to say a few words to him?
Well, yeah, I enjoyed talking to Anatoly, and again, appreciate your, just as Jeff said, your leadership and your excellent skills. We just talked this morning, Anatoly was born in the Ukraine, and wanted to come to the United States a long time ago and sees fine opportunities here, and so we're tickled you're here with your family, and grateful to have you in the shop. So congratulations. Thank you. Thank you very much. Company update. All right. Well, first of all, in addition to, of course, thanking Anatoly and congratulating him, how about the rest of our residents called winners? I mean, it is always hard, and it gets harder every year to make a selection. What we do is we start, each department nominates someone, and then the vice presidents and then the prior winners of the Employee of the Year vote. And that's how we come up with our winner. And it's always a close one, but this is the first shop person finally.
First one?
Yeah, and so I think it's about time. It's easy for those folks to work their tails off and not be noticed, whereas some of us in the office bop around a lot and are seen more. So I really think it's a terrific thing. Business remains very strong. Gosh, we're looking at deadhead numbers that we haven't seen in a long, long time. It was below 9 there for a while. So I think we're still on our way to a fine year. Fuel has been creeping up. That's the only thing we don't like too much. And we're having some problems repairing some of our old, not problems, but some of our older trucks are a little more costly. Anyway, typical things we deal with. But I do have to point out my lovely daughter, who's rarely here, and she's in back there next to my wife. Dads are always proud, but she just finished her second year of law school and she lives in Seattle, so I'm always tickled when she's here. So, anyway, thank you all for being here, part of our great company. We've got some stuff for the President's Club winners here in just a minute, so they'll stick around, please, and let's get back to moving some freight.